Hi, I'm Kate with The Productive Teacher, and today we're going to talk about the sound when it is spelled with the letters E and R. There are other ways to make the sound, but today all the words we're going to talk about are going to make the sound with E and R. I'm going to show you some words and we're going to break them apart into pieces so you can see how they are spelled. Our first word is her. Let's write her on the board. Notice that her has 3 letters, but it only has 2 sounds. Our first sound is spelled with the letter H. Our second sound, is spelled with the letters ER. So if I was going to put this in my sound boxes, I would have 2 boxes. My first box would have the H making the sound, and then my second box would have ER making the sound. So this is how we spell her. What about fern? Fern, like a plant, a fern. Let's spell that. Notice that fern has 4 letters. How many sounds does fern have? Fern has 3 sounds. Our first sound is spelled with the letter F. Our second sound, is spelled with the letters ER. And our last sound, is spelled with the letter N. This is how you spell fern. ER can also make the sound in multisyllabic words. In fact, it usually comes at the end of a multisyllabic word. For example, river, river. What are the 2 syllables in river? We have our first syllable, riv, a closed syllable, and our second syllable, an R-controlled syllable. Once I've broken a word into syllables, I can still separate it into its sounds. How many sounds do you hear in river? I've got I, v, That's 4 sounds. So I'm going to have 4 sound boxes. My first sound, spelled with an R. My second sound, I, spelled with an I. My third sound, v, spelled with a V. And my last sound, spelled with the letters ER. You can go through this process with other words where ER is making the sound. You can break them up into syllables if they have more than 1 syllable, and you can break them up into sounds, whether they're 1 syllable or multisyllabic words. I'm including a link to a word list you can work with on my website. Thanks so much for watching today. I'll see you next time.